Are patients awake during surgeries and why? So you can do surgery awake. You often see it for things like brain tumor surgery or deep brain stimulation. Let's say a brain tumor is pushing on an area of your brain that's really important for how your arms work or how you speak or how you understand speech. We've got lots of ways of staying away from those areas, but sometimes if we want to get a really good what we call resection or taking that tumor out, it means we're going to be operating very close to what we call eloquent cortex. And that's the part of your brain that's really important for all the things that make you and me us. One way is to put electrodes around the brain and do what we call neurophysiological monitoring, where the impulses get sent to a computer that's monitored by a technician, and then they'll say, oh, this is firing off a bit more than usual, or it's not firing off, stay away. But what you can sometimes find in those kinds of surgeries is that even if the recordings looked good and you stayed away from everything, the patient still wakes up and they've still got a major problem. So some surgeons like to do things awake, and that means that when you're operating in and around an area that's surrounded by eloquent cortex, it means that every time you do something, you can test the patient. And if you're operating near a speech center, you can talk to them. You can ask them to do specific things, say specific things. And if, for example, you're operating on a tumor and they start getting slurred speech, you know that you're straying just a little bit too far from where you need to go. Or that you just can't take that piece of tumor, for example, without making them profoundly disabled. You know, that's something you've really got to counsel patients about super well before the operation, and talk them through it while you're doing it. You know, good surgeons are often able to talk patients through it while they're operating.